I'm Matt.
I'm Anne.
And this is 8-Bit Family. And we've actually got one of the cats on camera for once, which is rare, to say the very least.
It's not been on camera yet. Atari has.
No, I don't think Thor has.
Oh, there we go, little debut.
There we go, little Thor debut over there.
Also, disclaimer, it's so cold. I put my dressing gown on as soon as we came in and bundled up in blankets.
Yeah, it is absolutely freezing. Our boiler doesn't work at the minute, so please watch this video so we can afford to get a new boiler. Thank you. So, we have just come back from watching Frozen 2. It doesn't have an official name, it's just Frozen 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just going to give our thoughts on it. We've not done a movie review in a while. I think the last movie review we did was It Chapter 2, so something completely different.
Wow, yeah, don't get that mixed up.
from what we usually do. But it's a Disney film. We love our Disney film. Well, it's Disney Pixar, and we love our Disney films. And I was a huge fan of the first Frozen movie, so I said to Em we had to go and see it in the pictures. Massive spoiler warning in place as per usual. Now. We'll try not to spoil too much because that makes a good review, but there will undoubtedly be the odd spoiler here and there. So, I guess let's start off by saying it was okay.
It was alright.
It was okay. I mean, nothing incredible. I'll just throw that out there. Nothing incredible, but it was a good popcorn movie. I heard that description being thrown around recently.
Is that your new phrase?
Yeah.
You've never said that before, ever.
I mean,
what's a popcorn movie, Matt?
Like a film that you could easily chow through a bucket of popcorn with.
That's you with every movie ever.
That is true. That was a bad analogy. It's a good movie.
It's not amazing, it's not mind-blowing, it's not as good as the first one.
No.
But it is fine. It is good fun, nice family film.
Yeah.
Ultimately though, we were picking it apart and we had to kind of remind ourselves we are not 8-year-old girls.
Well.
We maybe you at heart.
Yeah.
We are not the target audience, essentially.
Yeah.
For this film. Obviously, like with most kids' films, they're throwing the odd adult nod to adult humour, and there were some genuinely really funny moments.
Oh, Olaf is probably one of my favourite Disney characters ever, but in this movie he gets some amazing one-liners.
I found out Holly, shout out to Theme Park Nomads, so many of Josh Gad's lines were just improv.
Really?
The whole,
you can tell actually, you can tell.
You know the bit where I can't remember it.
It's okay.
But there's the hole and he's like,
yeah,
that was improv.
But yeah, Josh Gad is absolutely amazing as Olaf, as he was in the first movie. All the cast are back. There are a few new characters who were introduced into the fold.
No character that's given a name that's particularly memorable.
Not really.
There is one little. I mean, technically they're a spirit.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with critter.
The little fire newt. Salamander, whatever
we decided
it was.
It was probably a salamander, as in the folklore salamanders that are fire lizards.
He's adorable.
Oh my goodness, I nearly cried. He's so cute.
He will definitely be on every kid's Christmas list this year.
He's on my Christmas list.
But let's start at the very beginning. Blah, 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 blah. Everyone's happy in Arendelle after the first Frozen movie. And then...
But wait.
There's more. It's not Brian Butler.
But I mean, it doesn't start there though, does it? It starts, 15 years before that? I don't know how old they are.
Oh yeah, okay. So it starts. It starts when they're kids, and the dad tells them a story about how his people, the Arendalians, whatever they were called, were at war with the people of the forest. The people of the forest, and how
it's a magic forest.
Yeah, and how a betrayal led to the spirits of the forest being angered, and essentially there's this magical mist that covers the forest, and no one can get in there. No one can get in there. No one can get out of there. Fast forward to however many years later, and Elsa and Anna are doing well. They now rule Arendelle.
Well,
Elsa now rules Arendelle, and disaster strikes, whatever.
Disaster happens.
Disaster happens. All the elements start playing up. So fire, water, air.
Yeah. You can do this. One more.
Earth. And they've got to go.
This is a movie designed for kids to grasp.
So they've got to go on this quest to try and appease the spirits.
They've got to go into the unknown, as it were.
They've got to go and appease the spirits and sort everything out. Yes. And that's essentially
the
what
end.
it is, yeah. But it's... to comparing it to Frozen 1, I thought the soundtrack, bar the actual main song, Into the Unknown, I thought the soundtrack was much better. I love the soundtrack for Frozen 1. However, I think the soundtrack for Frozen 2 was a step above it. Bar, like I said, Into the Unknown, which will never be as good as Let It Go.
I completely disagree. I do not think it is better than Let It Go, because Let It Go is an iconic piece of pop culture now. I disagree though. I feel like the soundtrack generally was not as good, except for Into the Unknown, and the more I hear it, the more I love it.
Nah, Into the Unknown's really boring.
Man, it's brilliant.
Nah. The other track...
Is it just because you don't sing it as beautifully as me?
No. Who am I being?
Olaf!
Oh, yeah. Again, we'll come back to how good Josh Gad is in this movie.
We love Josh Gad.
I personally thought the other tracks in there, like there was one that was called like Lost in the Woods, which was really, really good. There was Olaf's kind of song about growing older.
Yeah, but that didn't have much context.
I liked it.
I didn't dislike it, don't get me wrong, but it just felt a bit like it didn't add to the story.
And then there's the recurring song about the river, the all-knowing river, like the little...
Dale.
Yeah, the all-knowing river. But the songs are good. I really enjoy the songs.
Good.
And it's your standard cheesy, like Disney, like... songs.
What songs?
Those kind of songs.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought the soundtrack was really, really good. Compared to the first one, I thought the animation was slightly worse. I don't know if they changed it ever so slightly, but it didn't look as crisp, I think, as the first one.
I didn't notice this at all. I am the glasses wearer of the two of us, so I have objectively got worse vision.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yay, he's back, boys.
But,
show his butt to the camera.
Yeah, it was... I don't know. I thought it was good. The only thing that let it down for me with Frozen 2 was the ending, in my opinion. And I feel you'll see what I mean when you go to watch it. And we'll just say there's one point in the movie where Elsa's life is kind of put in danger. That's the best way to put it without spoiling anything.
Okay, yeah.
And at that point you're like, right, this is it. Elsa's down for the count. Anna's going to save the day. She needs to go on a mission to go do the stuff that Elsa couldn't do. Do the thing, fulfill the destiny, rescue everyone, blah, 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 blah. And it never happens. Literally, after Elsa suffers the whatever happens to her, because I'm not going to spoil it, I'd say within 10 to 15 minutes, the movie ends. After that, it just ends abruptly. Like, the last 15 minutes, in my opinion, are so rushed and so crammed in there. That movie could have easily stretched out for another 40-odd minutes, I reckon. Again,
though, we do have to remind ourselves that it is primarily for younger children.
Yeah.
And although maybe, you know, I would love to see like a director's cut with everything.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's for younger children who may struggle to sit through a longer film.
Well, we went in about, after the trailers, it must have been about 6:30. And we got out at 8:15, so... An hour and 40 minutes-ish.
That's a pretty standard
It's not bad for a Disney movie, that.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like the ending was rushed quite a bit.
I agree to a point. My main issue, and again, I do say this, but like trying to keep in mind that it is a kids' film, is the sense of like a dilemma. The sense of, oh my goodness, how do I fix everything so I've got a happy ending? Didn't really get there. You kind of get some tension built, and then the thing with Elsa happens, and then you're like, oh no, hey, Full House!
Full House!
It's the family all on camera together!
Boom. Go on, you were saying.
Oh, Full's moving now.
You were saying.
Double cats. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I felt the sense of, it kind of, oh no, it's all okay again, okay.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
And you can tell they've kind of left it open-ended for like Frozen 3. Let's keep marketing this big Disney movie and keep making money out of it. And I think now Frozen should be laid to rest, essentially.
Disney, You need to let it go.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was good. The soundtrack was good. The Josh Gad makes this movie.
I love Josh Gad.
I think if the one-liners hadn't been there, and you said a lot of it was improvised, and you can tell there's one line in there where Josh Gad
don't ruin it, don't ruin
no. Josh Gad / Olaf is essentially. This must be in case people haven't seen Frozen 1, in which case, where have you been living under a rock for your entire lives? But Josh Gad explains the plot of the first movie in about a minute.
It's a really nice,
And
like,
it's-
that's, if you can hear that by the way, that's Atari just wrecking our
Atari,
Christmas decorations.
don't destroy the Christmas tree.
It's a really nice little, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, device for the audience.
Yeah.
Because they stumble across other characters who don't know what have happened.
Yes.
And Olaf is like, let me update you. So obviously it's a really nice way to remind children, remind adults. But my goodness.
There's a line, I'm going to put the line in
Go
there, 'cause
on.
it's so
we have
funny.
put a spoiler warning
We
on,
absolutely burst out laughing when it was so. Olaf's there like, oh, yay, everything's happy. We love our parents. Our parents are the best. And then he just turns to the camera and goes, my parents are dead. It had me in absolute stitches. Absolute stitches. And if Josh Gad came up with that on the spot, then well done, because
we love Josh Gad.
everyone in that cinema was laughing, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Fun, slightly related. Atari.
It's
Fun.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine. My new favourite musical of this year, by the way, has been The Book of Mormon. On the original soundtrack that you can find on streaming devices, it's Josh Gad playing one of the leads. And after hearing him in this extremely adult, rude, very, very rude role, then hearing him as Olaf, it's it's all a bit wrong, but it's really funny for it.
No, I get what you mean, especially because you have had the Book of Mormon soundtrack on repeat for about 5-6 months now. I hate that musical.
No, you don't.
So,
no, you don't.
to wrap up, I think we said it right at the beginning of the movie, right at the beginning of the review. It was okay. It was good. It was good. It was in my opinion, a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10, I reckon.
Dropped slightly. You were a solid 7.
Yeah, 6.5/7 out of 10 in my opinion.
6.75.
Maybe. It's not a film I'd rush back to see again, but I'm glad I went and watched it as someone who enjoyed the first Frozen film and as a big Disney fan.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to give it a happy, comfortable 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Again, not amazing, not complex. It is a kids' film though, we need to remember this. Unlike the majority of films we review where you can be a bit more complex, a bit more dark.
Yeah.
But no, well worth a watch. I'm not going to see it in the cinema again, but if it comes on TV, get a cup of, what do people drink? Tea? Cup of tea.
Horlicks.
Cup of tea. And pop your slippers on, and it's just a nice. Do you know what it is? It's a Sunday evening film.
Yes, a Sunday evening in the run up to Christmas. Maybe show it on the 23rd of December on BBC
So not
One.
quite prime time. So not quite prime Christmas Eve time.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve though.
Yeah.
It earns a spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Go check it out. See what you think. But yeah, to sum it up, the soundtrack was, in my opinion, good. The new characters that they've introduced, I wouldn't say they weren't memorable, but the Salamander/Fire Newt is absolutely adorable.
He is so cute.
So fabulous.
So
fabulous. I want one for Christmas, Em want one for Christmas. We might get one each for the kids for Christmas. But yeah, Frozen 2, go give it a watch because
it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. So yeah, that'll be us. That will be us. That will be this episode of 8-Bit Family where we have reviewed Frozen 2.
Are you now reviewing our review?
Yeah, this is very meta, hasn't it?
It's Frozen 2. We shouldn't be getting into
Yeah. Anyway,
right,
we are going to go now because I am tired, I am hungry, you are tired, you are hungry, and yes, Frozen 2 was good. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like what you've seen and you didn't just think we were just gibbering on for the past 15 minutes, don't forget to hit that ding-a-ling-a-ling-dong bell. You've also got the subscribe button down there to keep up to date with everything 8-Bit Family related. So yeah, hit those 2 buttons and we will see you guys in the next video. In the next video! Bye.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.